recurring revenue plus community all in a Facebook group? Oh yeah, this is so important to get to you that I'm doing this from Duncan. So I went through archives of trainings I've done over the decades, and this was a really good one with one of my favorite clients, Alicia. This was originally in Freedom, but instead of holding it back and making this a paid program, it's all free to you, my friend. So sit back, relax, enjoy. This is going to require multiple viewings, lots of notes, recurring revenue, Facebook groups, community. Let's go.
We are rocking today because we're talking content clubs, we're talking Facebook groups, we're talking recurring revenue in memberships, but a content, really cool stuff. And our special guest instructor today is Alicia Strager. We've known each other for a very long time. One of my clients, probably 15 years ago, I've seen her go from a fitness pro to teaching other fitness pros how to do bootcamp programs to now just rocking the health and fitness industry, creating done-for-you content for health and fitness pros, recipes and workouts. And we're going to dive into exactly how she does it and how she's created a really successful business, mostly with free marketing and through her Facebook group. So you know how we do it Freedom style. We're going to dive right in. Alicia, you were here in Freedom. You ready to rock this?
I'm ready. I am so excited, but I have to say, Ryan, you were my very first mentor that I've ever had in my business. And I can honestly say I would not be where I am without you. You just, and me and so many others, but you were truly my first mentor when I started my business. And so thank you so much for everything that you've done, because you set the stage and taught really the path forward and opened my mind to the possibility. And honestly, I would say it's more changing the way that I thought and the way I think. And that's what created the opportunity too. So it's been incredible. I just want to thank you.
I appreciate that. I'll gladly accept the praise. But I show people the way and give them tactics and strategies. But at the end of the day, you had to go implement. And before we dive in, because we're all about the tactics here, what is it that made you break through and say, you know what, I'm going to do this? What was that mental? And why do so many people stumble and don't get started?
Yeah, I was terrified. I think the thing that changed is that I just took action and I did it. And I just released myself from the outcome. I was like, I'm going to go all in. And I believed that I could do it. And I knew I was going to mess up a bunch of times, and I did. But I just kept going, and I still mess up. We all still mess up. But if you fail more, you're going to see more success. And so I think, and I still get nervous when I do stuff. I still get nervous when I speak in large groups. And so I just do it anyway. I'm just like, I'm not going to let that stop me from my dreams or creating impact or changing other people's lives. We're here for a very short time. We have a duty, we have a responsibility, and we love people. So we want to make a difference. And that's way more important than letting a little fear get in the way.
And this is why I wanted to have you on. You have the most positive spirit. You always, even when I remember you came and you spent time at my office and we went through trainings, like you just implement. So speaking of implementation, let's cut right through the niceties. We know you're nice. We know you're great. Share your screen. Let's see what you're doing. I don't have time for stories. This isn't a pod. This isn't a fluffy pod. How'd you get started?
We love each other.
We don't have time for that in Freedom. Let's see what you got going. All right.
All right. So here's the deal. I started Fitness Business Freedom Formula a few years ago. I probably want to say 4 years ago. And I invited my whole email list. This Facebook group is one of the biggest assets that I have in my business and my email list. And so I really develop and build and nurture relationships through the Facebook group. And I just have a little bit of a different approach than a lot of people when they're running their Facebook groups, but it's all about relationships. You're all about relationships. This gives you the ability to have one to many, but it doesn't stop there. Like, you're actually having real conversations with people. And so I'd say this Facebook group is one of the pivotal pieces of my business. And it really helps me. It's an amazing revenue generator, but I also use it because I'm finding out what my clients and community actually want more of, what they're struggling with, where they're getting stuck. I can have conversations, but I know what kind of content that I need to be creating to help them.
So take us through some of your favorite, most engaging posts, because I know you do stuff a little bit differently. Some people say if you have a free group, a free community, a free Facebook group, don't sell. Alicia's like, Alicia, don't play that.
Yeah, sell out of your group. Why not? Those are some of your best people and they're following you in there. But if you're going to sell, you have to be providing great value. So you can't just sell. People are going to be out of there so fast. You got to actually provide value. You got to connect. You got to build those relationships, encourage that sense of community. And if you do that, then you've earned the right to sell. It felt like the 80-20 rule for pretty much everything. 80% content, 20% pitch. I'm closer to 90-10 in my group, but I shamelessly sell in there all the time. So I had a couple posts that I picked out, and these are really recent as of the last month or 2 months, but this is a community builder post. So this is obviously not selling, but you should have seen all these amazing little pets, but this is my husband, Keith, and my pup Ryder. He's the cutest. Ryder and my husband both.
I was going to say,
Which one?
Your husband's the cutest, and Ryder's just, by the way, I'm totally going to use this post.
Oh my God,
someone from my group too, because I love this. I never did this one. Okay.
Oh, it's so good. And look what I did. I was like, share a picture of your pet, and just for fun, I'll send a random person a bark box or a meow box. And so we had, just for fun, get engagement. People love it. We had 374 pictures of pets, and it was just so cool. There was also comment after comment saying, this is the best post ever since I've been in the group for the last 4 years. This is the best post, because people love animals. And there's such cute stuff. Anyway, I could go through this. I still sometimes go through this post, but great for community, great for engagement. It doesn't have to be all about your content and
Amen. Say it again. Preach.
Yes.
Because I tell people that all the time. They open a group. Let's say they're fitness pro, and what else? Do I talk about abs? Do I talk about nutrition? I'm like, talk about stuff besides that.
Yeah.
Human beings, they want to talk about other things.
Yes, they want to talk to people. They don't want to talk to businesses. So it doesn't all have to be serious knowledge drops. They had to build relationships and talk to people. Here's one of the strategies that I use all the time. So this is for program awareness. I think a lot of people don't do this, and they should. So when people come into my group, a lot of times they don't even know who I am. And so I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that, one, I'm educating people and adding value, but two, I want them to know about all of our awesome programs that we offer. So if you guys have programs, do posts like this where you can do a little mini challenge and encourage people to leave a comment for something, or take one action and leave a comment below. And if they do, you'll enter them into a random drawing. One person will win a product, a program, a service, whatever, or a slimmed down version of something you offer. If it's a crazy high value, you don't want to obviously give that away. Right. But when I do this, I always have a ton of sales, Ryan, because people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you had a little black dress project. I didn't know you had a 28-day challenge. I didn't know you had this or that.
This is a little bit of a sneaky way to show all the stuff you got.
Yeah. And look, they're getting a lot of engagement, right? So this one had 218 comments. It's nothing life-changing here, but these people are sharing. They're sharing their word of 2021. That's the comment, or the challenge that I gave them. Share your word for the year. Gave them a little context, something meaningful for them. And then I'll pick a random winner. And that's it.
Beautiful.
So it gives really great awareness. Another kind of post that I love. Okay, I know that this is just going against, and I wanted to show you how powerful this stuff is. I do a content program every single year. It's actually, I think this was my 9th year releasing for Facebook groups, but it's for Facebook group content. And I was getting ready to gear up for a launch. So all of you guys who are listening to this, if you are about to release a program or a product, this is a really great way to generate excitement, let people know it's coming up, and it's sneaking in that you're going to be having this awesome thing, and getting them excited so they want it before it's even out. And then basically you're giving them a little bit of a like, ooh, this is so exciting, it's coming out, and one of you is going to be able to win it for free. All you have to do is this. And for me, because it was Facebook groups, I'm like, post one reason why you love Facebook groups down below. We had 313 people that posted that wanted a free copy. Now they knew that I'm launching something in a few days or however long. Yeah, it's just great awareness, getting excitement. And I also did this to bump up engagement in my group right before the launch so that more people actually saw my promo posts when I posted them.
Yeah. And also so it's great content. It's a great way that you're subtly showing what's happening. With the previous post was more subtle. This one's a little bit more forward, but even the way you're doing it, what I like about what you do, Alicia, is you infuse your personality in the copy. When I'm reading this, I could hear your voice. I could hear your excitement. It doesn't, and the problem is most people, when they start get their quote unquote marketing hat on, they start turning into a copywriter. Who wants this? But wait, there's more. And it doesn't sound like them. Yours is still has that consistent voice throughout where you're doing it, you're selling, you're okay with selling, and you're doing it like, hey, this is going to be fun. Join us.
Yes. Write how you talk. And it
Yep.
for me, I have to go and Ryan, I like literally delete 20 exclamation points out of every post before I post.
And you still have a lot left over. But
I do.
but I love it. And everyone who knows you knows that this is the way you speak. It's still punchy copy, but it doesn't feel over the top. And I really like these posts that you're doing here. I like the way you're subtly reminding people we have stuff coming, we have products, without you always saying buy it right now.
Exactly. We do a lot of giveaways and we give a lot of value. Now here, this is the straight pitch. I just wanted to show like the evolution. So that was one of the pre. There was a lot of content leading up to that. But I straight pitch out of my group. This is a straight, it's go time, bonus for the first 75, which this is one of my strategies. Every time I launch a new product, there's always a fast action for the first 50,
Straight up pitching.
75.
You got to have
Yeah.
fast action. Yeah.
But check it out. There's 305 people that commented. This didn't even ask for a comment. It just said, hey, my product's out now. Go buy it. And I talked a little bit about it, linked to the thing. And all these people are commenting. Look how much great. If people aren't selling out of their group, you guys could be missing out on a lot of opportunity here. So it just keeps going and going.
And what I want to talk about, and obviously in a couple minutes, is the number one way you drive people to the group. But let's see this. But I love what you're doing here.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So that's the pitch. And then this is the conversation starter. This is where the real magic will happen in your groups, because the whole thing is you want to start conversations with people, right? You want to build actual relationships with people. So this kind of post, hey, I do this every single quarter. I've been actually doing this every quarter for probably 3 years now. I do
934 comments so far.
Yeah. And look at we got about 12,000 at this time people, and 7.8. So 7,800 people saw it out of 12,000.
So okay. So this is interesting. PM. So they have to post below and then you private message them.
Yes.
So you're not giving them a link.
No. So this is what we do.
Explain yourself.
Yeah. The whole goal here, sometimes we'll get in Facebook jail for PMing too many people, but they're asking us to PM them. So we PM them with a link to the product. Like, hey, super cool. Thanks so much for asking for the Q4 calendar. When we give them a link right to the thing, we're not like trying to play games with them.
But it's not automated. You're actually clicking on the person.
Oh yeah, no, I have people on my team, and it's not just me. So I do have help at this point. But when I was first starting, I did everything myself and it was manageable. And as you grow, you will need probably some help to implement.
But how do you get out of, if they're not your friend, how do you get out of it going to their other inbox? You've warning saying, hey, you got to check.
Yeah. Like in the reply, if we're not friends with them, and most of the time we're not, to be honest, we'll be like, hey, go check your other inbox. And then they'll be like, cool, I did. And we'll tag them and we go back and forth in here if we need to until they see the content.
What an interesting thing to do, because then you're giving it to them right away directly.
Yeah.
And you're getting all that social proof too. Everyone sees all the hundreds and hundreds, almost 1,000 comments. Other people like, oh my God, I want in. Now all of a sudden it's not just a blind link.
Yeah. They don't want to be left behind on any of this. They FOMO, but that's the beginning of the conversation that will trigger them to buy something else in the future. So what happens is they'll comment and then we'll follow up with them and we'll say, hey, just check, how'd you like the Q4 calendar? Do you have any questions? We have a lot of other resources just like this that may be really helpful. If you want to share what your goals are for 2021, I'll be happy to see if there's anything else I can send over.
You are a machine. I mean that in a good way. I've seen a lot of strategies on Facebook groups. I haven't seen this before in terms of you cannot get in unless you're doing this. Now, what do you do to your regular email list?
Okay. That is obviously sell out of email too, but we want to be emailing. I know you're the one email a day guy, but I tried that for me. I couldn't keep up and I wish I could. I just couldn't, but the 2 to 3 emails a week, I give this away to my email list for free. If you're on my email list, we'll give it to them for free. Like we'll just have a link for that particular content. I don't make them ever opt in or anything like that.
So is this a paid product or is this free?
This is free. This is totally free. We'll PM it within 48 hours because we get a lot of PMs. So we have to, but my email list, we add value. I always, and this is how you run your entire business. You are value driven. Like you try to make an impact. So whether or not somebody does business with me or does business with you, they're going to learn a heck of a lot. and want to do business with you. And I'm always about leading first with that. And so my email list, I give away a lot of stuff that probably people would charge for, like if on a paid newsletter or something like that. I give
I'm sure.
monthly checklists and business building tips and like real strategy that I don't give away the whole farm, but I give away a lot, enough for people to see real momentum, create momentum and make progress.
Yeah, and everyone gets nervous about their Facebook groups and stuff. Oh, I don't want to give away too much content, but you're giving away a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah, and they want more. They see the good
yeah.
stuff and they're like, what else does she have? If she's giving away this, can you imagine?
And now let's get into what you're actually selling, because it's a recurring revenue program, but it's not a typical quote unquote membership site. So let's look at the sales page first.
Sure.
And I know that's the inside, right? Yeah. I know I'm going to give everyone the caveat. I know you don't love your own sales page because we said that before, but it goes to show, and you don't have to give numbers because I never ask numbers. I don't like when people ask me specific numbers. Let's just say this is a very healthy 6-figure business. Okay. We'll say that. Potentially 7-figure business. We don't want to say that. Okay.
Okay.
It's very good. We're doing well. There's a lot of people in there. Tell me what they're paying. Tell me what they're getting.
Okay. So there's actually 2 things that I do, and I can show you another page that converts at 18% if you want to see one.
Yeah, I might want to see that.
So that one's for the group that I was talking to you about, that launch that I showed you. But this one here, this is for my content and social media club. I'm all about recurring revenue. You really have a business when you have recurring revenue. If you don't, you're living lots. It's really exhausting. And I did that for many years, and it's really hard to keep up with. And this is content and social media club. So it's $97. It's monthly. People can cancel anytime, but really we create content. That's always how I've grown my business. I know it's like one of the most time consuming things you can ever do in your business. And so I know that people, when business owners they want to coach their clients, they want to get out there, they want to be marketing. They don't want to sit there and always create content, or they need at least a starting point. So what I did is I was like, I found a need in the market. I know what their pain points are. I know where they're struggling. I'm like, let me help them create content, because that's one of the things we do best. I do with my team. And so we provide email content, social media content. We do lead magnets and list builders. You know how you saw that post where it said, get the Q4 marketing calendar? Like, right. We create those types of resources for people that they can do those posts and get that kind of traffic.
This is a done for you.
Yeah, it's totally done for you. And so like we give them a whole calendar, and everything's customizable, because I don't want somebody's presence to look like somebody else's. So everything's in Canva and everything is customizable. And I want people to put their stamp on it. I want them to make it theirs, so it's unique and authentic to who they are and their message. But it gives them they could use it as is. And a lot of people do, but I always encourage people to personalize the content, make it theirs. Yeah.
And this is mostly for fitness professionals?
Fitness, health, and wellness pros.
Okay. So if someone's doing in person and online, or is it more online?
Both.
They get everything.
Yeah.
So let's see so it's $97. So obviously it's a great value, because if they're doing in-person training or coaching, they could be $100 an hour. So one client, 1 hour makes up for it. Online, obviously there's a lot of scale. Let's see what it looks like on the inside.
All right.
How long does it take you to create this stuff?
A lot of time.
Yeah, you must have
I have help now. There's no way I'd be able to crank all this content out, but I do edit every single piece of content before it goes in here personally. And so I do strategy with my team, and we plan out the whole month. We have a whole actual strategy for the year. We break it up, and then we have a strategy within each piece. Like we have a strategy for the emails, the social, the audience building. We actually go through and map out all the pieces of content. My team helps me write it, and then I edit everything, and then I get it in here, and we do this every single month.
Can we take a look at one piece of content, what it might look like?
Yeah. Ooh, let me stop the share, because I have to go into somewhere else, because this is going to just download a file.
Let's pause the share for a sec. Okay.
All right. Give me 2 seconds.
And I'll stop the recording for a sec. Okay. So we're back. So this is inside now your content club.
Yeah. And this is just the emails, for an example.
You actually give them.
Oh, we give them all of it. Like the whole email and the whole goal. Yeah. Nurture is really important. It's really important to be in front of your your audience and give really good stuff and connect with them and share personal information. Some of the stuff will have highlights and they can share what their goals are and they can just really relate and make the stuff personal. But we just wanted to make it as easy as possible for them. But so yeah, you can see we go through the emails and it's all relevant because this is designed for January. So it's all about New Year's and creating your action plan and committing and making a decision to move forward. And it's all in the Word docs. They can edit everything that they want. And it's all seasonal. So it goes with the time of year. And that's the whole goal.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is this is the value piece. And this is, you're so all about this. It's adding value. And then at the end, it's like a passive call to action, right? On pretty much every single.
Oh, you're following my model.
Yeah, you're the godfather of this. So it's super helpful and it really connects. And then when you do market your programs, products, and services, like they're excited to hear from you because you've been providing so much value and they know how awesome you are. And so that's the whole philosophy. It's just give first, add value to people's lives. They don't end up working with you. You still made a difference and impact somebody's life.
This is awesome. So let's see, you were going to show us the sale. You said you have another sales page that
Oh,
converts
yeah.
like crazy.
And this is just the email content. There's still the social and all the other good stuff that goes with it. But this, okay. So this is that Facebook group product. And the reason I wanted to show you guys this is because this one, as ugly as it is, and I want to change it every single year, because like I said, this is my 9th year releasing this. It converts at 18%, which that's awesome. Most sales pages are like 3 to 5%.
So they're getting plug and play content for Facebook groups.
Yeah. So this is actually a different product than the one that I just showed you. That was my club, my content and social media club, which is monthly. This is a product, and this is something I release every year in December. And basically, this is 52 weeks of done for you Facebook group content. But I would encourage you guys, you can post a link to this, Ryan, if you want to. Now my conversions are going to go down unless you guys buy
Not
it.
if they buy.
No, but yeah, so you'll see how I structured it, and I want to change it up every year, but I don't because it still works and converts the same, right around the same.
And this is for
percentage.
fitness pros again. And what's the price for this product?
So this one, it's right now it's $297.
Okay.
So it's $297, and that gives you the whole year of content for your Facebook group. It's 5 posts a week.
Wow. What are you using? I forgot to ask you this because I know people love these questions. What's the tech you're using to deliver the membership and to make the sale and all
You're
the
gonna yell at me.
I'm not
You're
going to yell
gonna-
at you. I'm probably going to like it because it's probably really simple.
It's Google Drive. For this one, it's straight Google Drive. Look, I was going to
First
do
of all,
it.
I'm not only going to not yell at you, I'm going to commend you because I almost want to take out all the other content and freedom and just have this and show people you can build a very successful company without all the crap. I'm in one of these Facebook groups. It's a membership site thing. And Alicia, 95% of the questions, what do I use? Do I use Kajabi? Do I use this? Do I use that? And they're obsessing over it. And I keep going in there. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Just use Google Drive. I use Google Drive still.
Yeah.
So you process a credit card. It looked like one of your pages was ClickFunnels.
ClickFunnels, yep.
Google. And then what about the membership for your
Okay,
social
that
media?
one I actually needed to have a membership site for. So I use WordPress to create all the content. I use Access Ally to protect it.
Okay.
Yep.
Simple.
Very easy. Everything's
And it
there.
works, and everything's based on WordPress. Give me the number one way, because obviously you emailed your list to get people into Facebook. Are you doing anything now to get people in your Facebook group, or is it more people just finding it, talking about it? What are you
Well,
doing?
I'm actually getting ready to do some marketing. So I did run ads up until I got to about 3,000 to 4,000 members. And then it's honestly been organic growth since then, but I'm ready to scale it. So I am going to be running ads, and I will be running ads to a bridge page. This is the strategy I used 4 years ago when I actually started running, and it works really well. You run ads to like a landing page where maybe you give them some content about what's going to be inside the group. There should be a hook. I always have a hook in everything that I do. So give them another reason other than how cool you are and how awesome the group is. Give them something of value that they're going to get when they join the group. You can say, hey, give me your email address right then and there, and then you can direct them back over to the group if you want to do it that way. But it's always important because some people aren't going to end up joining the group, and that way you can retarget them, and you'll also have them on your email list.
Go.
Yeah.
And right now, and once you start hitting a certain number and it's an active group, Facebook starts showing your group in other. So if other fitness pros, they're gonna be like, hey, you should join this. You should join this.
Yeah.
You get members every day organically. Amazing.
Ooh, I do have a cool tip and I'm sure you probably have an app that you like for this as well. We use something called Group Convert. and it's a plugin, a Chrome plugin, and it's not very expensive at all. And you know how you have those 3 questions that you can ask people join your group. One of ours is we try to get them on our email list. So we ask for their email address, but you have to go in and like manually copy paste every single one. So we use that app Group Convert to really, it automates, it adds them all to a spreadsheet for you. And then we have a Zap set up from the spreadsheet right into, I'm in Infusionsoft, but wherever you use,
I'm sure it'll work
Campaign,
anything.
wherever.
It's called Group Convert.
It's called Group Convert. Yep. And there's a couple
tip.
other ones out there that do it, but
I didn't know that.
Great success with that.
Drop it. Look at that. We're about to leave and you're dropping another bomb. For everyone watching this, if you're a health and fitness pro and you like look, Freedom is about giving and giving. If you want to support Alicia, if you want to help your business and you're like, this is cool, I like to join this, we're going to do, and we never do this, a special coupon. So go to freedom.com/content club and check out and use the coupon FREEDOM, FREDYM, of course, and you'll get a nice sweet discount. I think we're going to give you 50% off your first month.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's 5 months of Freedom membership right there. Boom. So freedom.com/content club, use the coupon code FREEDOM, 50% off the first month. But that's not why Alicia came here. That's not why I asked her to come here. I asked her to come here to give and show the right way to build a really successful business. She still has a life. She still has a family. Look at her. She's enjoying herself the simple way. So Alicia, seriously, thank you so much. I am so happy for all the success you've had.
Thank you. And thank you for all you do. I seriously would not be where I am without you.
I'm honored to have played a part in your journey, and you are changing. Think about how many lives you're changing. When you have thousands of fitness pros, tens of thousands of fitness pros, and they each reach dozens, hundreds, or thousands of people, you're changing the world. Alicia Strager, everybody.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Alicia, you know me 20 years. Do we ever stop?
It never stops.
We never stop. We just keep going. You keep giving. You find something you love, and you do this forever. We're always giving. Have an amazing day. Take care. See ya. And bye-bye.
Told you it was good. So that was from a couple years ago, but most of this information is still applicable. Now, if you like this, if you like me going back to the archives and sharing this stuff and refreshing it for you, let me know below in the comment. Like it. Subscribe to my channel here. Let's keep this party going. And now watch this next video. There's more.